population of native culture and countless immigrants whose only heritage is the ancient yearning to be free, whose sacred common bond is the willingness to sacrifice for the common good. We share our rewards of freedom, and we share in the breathtaking beauty of this sweet land of liberty, this paradise of shorelines and deserts, of forests and plains, of canyons and craters, of rivers and lakes, of fertile fields and rocky mountains is ours. We are free to explore the beauty of America, to travel wherever our dreams will take us.
As I was walking that ribbon of highway, I saw above me that endless skyway. I saw below me that golden valley. Oh, this land was made for you and me. Oh, this land was made for you and me. This land is your land. This land is my land. From California to New York Island, from redwood forest to the Gulf Stream waters, this land was made for you and me. I'm roaming and blown, then I follow my footsteps to the sparkling center, her diamond desert, and all around me the voice was sounding. This land was made for you and me. This land is your land. This land is my land. From California to New York Island, from redwood forest to the Gulf Stream waters, this land was made for you and me. When the sun came shining and I was strolling, and the wheat fields waving, and the dust clouds rolling, and the fog was lifting, the voice came chanting, that this land was made for you and me. This land is your land. This land is my land. From California to New York Island, from redwood forest to the Gulf Stream waters, this land was made for you and me. This land was made for you and me. This land was made for you and me.
It is the faithfulness of an almighty loving God that has blessed us in our brightest moments and sustained us in our darkest hours. It is the faithfulness of an almighty loving God that has helped us survive our prosperity and endure our poverty. It is the faithfulness of an almighty loving God that brings us comfort in the face of staggering loss. We salute our heroes who returned from the battlefields that now exist both here and abroad. We remember and revere those who did not return. Throughout the history of this nation, there have been many that have bravely given their lives to preserve, protect, and defend the essentials of freedom. They are fellow citizens who died for the principles and values we should strive to live by. They wore the uniforms of the military, firefighters, police, nurses, and doctors. They were construction workers, business people, civil servants, and volunteers. People from all walks of life who found themselves in the grip of crisis and rose to greatness. They are Americans. They are family, friends, and neighbors. We know them. We love them. We miss them. From the very foundations of this republic, our citizens have offered the sacrifice that freedom requires. From the very foundations of the republic, we have honored those who cherish liberty more than life. Less than a century into our nation's independence, our 16th president, Abraham Lincoln, spoke of the sacrifice and devotion. The time, November 19, 1863, the event, the dedication of a national cemetery. The place, a little-known village in southern Pennsylvania called Gettysburg. The words few, but they were inscribed on the heart of a grateful nation. 407 years ago, our fathers brought forth on this continent a new nation.
Conceived in liberty and dedicated to the proposition that all men are created equal. Now we are engaged in a great civil war, testing whether that nation or any nation so conceived and so dedicated can long endure. We are met on the great battlefield of that war.
We have come to dedicate a portion of that field as a final resting place for those who here gave their lives that
nation might live. It is altogether fitting and proper that we should do this, but in a larger sense, we cannot dedicate, we cannot consecrate, we cannot
Hollow this ground. The brave men, living and dead, who struggled here, have consecrated it far above our poor power to add or detract.
The world will little note, nor long remember what we say here, but it can never forget what they did here. It is for us,
the living brothers who dedicated here to the unfinished work which they who fought here have thus far so nobly advanced. It is rather for us to be here dedicated to the great task remaining before us, that from these honored dead we take increased devotion to that cause to which they gave the last measure of devotion.
That we here highly resolve that these dead shall not have died in vain, that this nation, under God, shall have a new birth of freedom,
And that government of the people, by the people, for the people, shall not perish from the earth.
There is no greater love than this, to lay down your life for your friends. Let us stand in silence to honor our mothers and fathers, wives and husbands, sisters and brothers, daughters and sons, our family, neighbors and friends who gave the last full measure of devotion. We remember, we must never forget.